Okay, this topic is, in your opinion, how will ebook affect paper books? Um, I think the rising popularity of ebooks has already begun to affect paper books in some way. One way in bookshelves. Well, which has dropped steadily over the past few years, and will likely continue to do so in the future. Another way that ebooks affect paper books is that uh, some authors are choosing to publish their book uh, online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, ebook affect uh, paper books by make by by making them less important uh, and and fewer in number and fewer in number. Okay, and so again, I think the rising popularity of ebooks has already begun to affect paper books in uh, in some way. In some way, um, one way in booksellers, which has dropped steadily um, over the past few years, and and will likely continue to do so in the future. In the future, another way that ebooks affect paper books is that some authors are choosing to publish their book online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, yeah, ebooks affect paper books by making them less important and fewer in number. So ebooks is more popular than paper book today. I think because internet is more development and can be uh, accepted by everyone. Can be easily accepted by everyone. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think the rising popularity of ebooks has already begun to affect paper books in some ways. One way is in book sales, which has dropped steadily over the past few years and will likely continue to do so in the future. Another way that ebooks affect paper books is that some authors are choosing to publish their books online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, ebooks affect paper books by making them less important and fewer in numbers.
Okay. Uh, so popularity then, has already begun affect always book sale, which is had dropped steadily. Continue in the future. Okay. I think the rising popularity. I think the rising popularity of ebook has already begun to affect paper book in some ways. One way is in book sale, which have dropped steadily over the past few years, mm, and and will likely continue to do so in the future. In the future, another way that ebooks affect paper books is that uh, some authors are choosing to publish their book online, which means fewer books are are published on paper these days. So overall, ebook affect 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 books affect paper books by making them less important and fewer in number. So another way to uh, to answer the question is uh, the increasing popularity of e-book has started to impact paper book in a couple of ways. Firstly, book sale book sale have been steadily declining over the past few years and are expected to keep decreasing in the future. Secondly, some authors are uh, opting to publish their books online, leading to reduction in the number of books released in print. Uh, in essence, the rise of ebooks uh, diminishing the significance of paper books and reducing their overall quantity. Okay, so we can translate to Vietnam. Um, okay, rising. I think the rising popularity of ebooks have already begun to affect books in some way. In some way, no, in some way. One way is in book sales, which has dropped steadily over the past few years. Uh,
which has dropped steadily over the past few years.
which has dropped steadily over the past few years. Uh, dropped steadily over the past few years, and will likely continue to do some in the future. Uh, Another way that input affect paper book affect paper books is that some authors are choosing to publish their book online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, ebooks are affect paper books by making them less important and fewer in number. Fewer in number. Okay. So listen this game.
Oh, I think the rising popularity of ebooks has already begun to affect paper books in some ways. One way is in book sales, which has dropped steadily over the past few years and will likely continue to do so in the future. Another way that ebooks affect paper books is that some authors are choosing to publish their books online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, ebooks affect paper books by making them less important and fewer in numbers.
Okay. Let's practice again. And in my opinion, it his effect is very big. Okay. Um, I think rising popularity of ebooks has already begun to affect books in some way. One way is one way is in book sale, which has dropped steadily over the past few years and likely continue to do so in the future. Another way that ebook affect paper books is that some authors are choosing to publish uh, their books online, which means fewer books are published on paper these days. So overall, each book affect paper book by uh, making them less important and fewer in number.